The unemployment rate seems to have improved to 8%, but where are the jobs in urban India right now? Have we managed to stem that bleeding? 2, will our monthly budget drill a hole in our pockets at this point, given that as people continue to lose jobs, those families will cut back on spending, and the cutting back on spending might lead to a whole new wave of economic contraction? And 3, should the government's main focus at this point be fiscal support, which means that should the government be looking at spending money in order to stop the spiraling, the downward spiraling of our economy? We're also taking questions from our audience this evening, including questions about your job or your sector or anything else you want to ask us. We will do our very best to try and answer those questions. My guest this evening, Mr. Mohan Guruswamy, who's a senior economist. Madan Sabnavis, he's the chief economist at CARE. K. Raghunathan is the convener of the Consortium of Indian Association, who brings the businessman's point of view. Ms. Yamini Agarwal is the professor of finance at the Indian Institute of Finance. And Arun Sharma is a proprietor with Suvidha Steels, which is an MSME, who brings in the live businessman's point of view. Let's talk to people who are actually in business at this point. Mr. Raghunathan is with us. He's actually been speaking to me about the fate of the MSME sector for 3 years now. So I understand his frustration as things have gone from bad to worse, from demonetization downwards to nothing.
Good evening, Faye. Good evening. We are almost entering 4th month of the lockdown conditions. We have been paralyzed. We used to have pressure relief valve in our life. The pressure relief valves are going for an outing, whether it's dinner or a movie or just whiling away the time. All that pressure relief valves are cut off. But the pressure is mounting more and more and more. It's a scheme of 3 lakh crore scheme, which is a popular most scheme which was announced in the 50th day of the lockdown period. Now it is 50th day after its announcement. We have done about 25% of the dispersal. What does it mean? And 50% is sanction, 25% is dispersal. Why the people who have got the sanction have not availed it? Think about it. There is a documentation problem. There is a MODT problems. There are all sorts of problems. There is a gap between the cup and the lip. What I intend doing and what I end up doing, there is a huge gap. But people are clapping. People are burning candles. People are thinking they have done great things. Who is giving advice? I want to know. Everybody is asking. We wrote, myself along with Mr. Sailesh Haribhakti and Ram Kapadia, one of the best of the brains in this country. We wrote, please do fiscal and tactical measures. Where is fiscal measure? Keep giving loan is a fiscal measure. Even today, 3.5 lakhs crores are pending for the MSMEs. We don't know where to go. The only route what we had was IBC. That is also closed. And every day in the newspaper, you are seeing only auction sale notice, possession notice, NPCs. Today, we have got the list of defaulters of the loan. See the defaulters. Who are they? All of them are only companies which have received money without any security. We are only making provisions. All those poor people who have given properties for the security, we have not availed any benefit. Whereas those who availed the money without any benefit are called as green shooters. I want to know what is green shooting means. I really don't know. I am seeing people crying. Women entrepreneurs are weeping. They don't know where to go and seek their solaces. And this Chinese war came, or likely war came. All the ports were stopped with Chinese imports for more than 10 days. There can be reasons. But we were clueless. My export order in Tirupur, 30% order got cancelled because they could not release the material from the Chennai port for 7 days. Do you know the buttons and the zips could not be taken back delivery? So we got stuck. Apart from that, the COVID is spreading. COVID number is shooting like anything. We are worried. We open the shop, we catch COVID. We close the shop, we got inside the disease. Where are we heading to? Whom do we talk to? Tell me, whom do we talk to? We don't know whom we are talking to. Every day, you are covering shows, every channel, every newspaper which you played now has been saying about the economy setbacks. Are we to feel happy by looking at the neighboring countries and say we are better? Are we to look at the debate on GDP numbers and feel happy and pat ourselves? Today is 20th. Most of the people are not given salary yet. Rainy season has started. Where are we going? Where is the demand? Where is the market?
Yeah, fair enough. When you said, and this was really the first time I got an insight in what it is you manufacture, you said zips and buttons. So I'm assuming something to do with apparel. What is your view on the festive season? Because this is, and as someone who has worked in businesses and has headed businesses, I know that we hang our hats on the festive season a lot in this country. We expect the months between August and January to really do most of the heavy lifting in revenue and spending. So what is your expectation from the festive season?
It's very gloomy, Faye. You must understand, generally, the month of March and April are exam times for the kids. So there is a tightness. Then after that, there is a relaxed time. Then there is a tension of school joining or college joining, admission times. Then comes the festival times. All the three have gone below the drain now. Now festival alone is coming, but where is the money? You were talking sometime back, how does the common man feel? Let me explain to you. Few days back, one of my employee who is with me for 25 years, he came crying to me with tears. I asked him, why are you crying? He told me he saw a neighbor of his who is at his same level who lost a job. His daughter's first year birthday fell day before yesterday, and he could not get even a simple frock for that first year birthday. Do you think it is easy when somebody speaks, next 1 year, economy will take downtime, please be ready, after that it will come back to normalcy? When it will come? How will I survive today? Things are pretty bad. People must understand this. I am only trying, my voice may sound aggressive because I am reaching the 100th day. I am buckling under the pressure and the pressure valve is not there and I am bursting. When I am bursting, I mean, I am talking on behalf of lakhs and lakhs of people who are bursting as an entrepreneur. Startup enterprises perished. Women entrepreneurs gone out of business. Self-employed people up for selling their four-wheelers and buses which they bought because work from home has made their transport system redundant. And they borrowed money. They pledged gold to buy the vehicle. Now they are not able to. Fuel cost is high. Even the little what they run, the fuel cost has taken away their profit. Where are we heading? You will not be surprised. Next time when I come onto your show, I may not have the mush because this side is Corona, this side is the economy. Every time somebody shares it like this, next time I may become like Madan. So you may not be able to distinguish. So things are different. We cannot be playing around like this. Even Tirupati is closed from today. So we cannot even go and shave off our head. Things are very bad. Imagine.
Okay. All right. And if the lockdown was only the solution, then why aren't we locked down now? So did we take a series of bad decisions that have arrived to a point where our economy has, by quoting experts, collapsed? Where according to the S&P, our government's aid to our economy has been anemic. Where small businesses and entrepreneurs are having to let go of their employees and shut shop after years and years of function. Where big companies, large companies, flourishing businesses are laying off people or telling them to take time off without pay.